Automated protocols activated. Deploying forward station.
I don't know about this job. It's risky letting a stranger wander about Navarro. You know the dangers.
I offered to accompany him, but he doesn't want my help.
I heard the advisory that you'd be out here. It didn't prepare me to meet you.
The name's Ryder. I'm with the Andromeda Initiative.
They say you want to help us. I wonder what you're prepared to do.
If it gets me on your good side, I'm in.
That's reassuring, assuming you mean well. My name is Rochelle Veer. I'm an archaeoastronomer. I study our ancient cultural records for stellar phenomena. I piece together lost knowledge of ages past. My goal is to find undiscovered colonies we lost contact with, potential allies against the Ket.
You think there might be Angara worlds you don't know about?
That's what I was trying to learn. Then this happened. I was away when the disaster struck. I thought my home was destroyed, and all my research with it, but I just learned part of the building survived. I'm trying to recover my research data, but the wildlife won't let me near my old home.
These house guests, I assume they're of the hungry variety?
The structure has become a breeding ground for insects and predators, too many to face alone.
Your work is too important to lose. Let's get it back.
I'll provide my home's location. Just recover my research materials from the computer. I'll remain in contact with you by comm. Thank you for this. My hopes rest with you. Please, help me recover my research.
Are you sure you don't want me to come with you? I don't think it's wise for you to be in Angaran territory without an Angaran escort. I know Haval. That, and you're already in danger of being shot on sight by Rokar.
He's got a point.
I'll give it more thought and let you know if I change my mind.
Thank you.
Tell me more about Havarl.
Our histories point to Havarl being the homeworld of the Angara. We built a civilization here, and then spread throughout the cluster. Then the Scourge came and destroyed it all. It took time, but we recovered.
I have to go. We'll speak again later.
Of course. I'll be here.
Jarl has been telling me all about your rescue of the Moshai. I am honored to meet you, Pathfinder Ryder.
Where's the rest of the team? Ryder has experience with Remnant. We might be able to help their investigations.
You haven't heard? While the team was exploring the monolith, something went terribly wrong. They were caught in some kind of Remnant stasis field, frozen in place, unresponsive.
I know how to work Remnant tech. I can help you.
We've tried everything we can think of. I suppose it's worth trying this. The monolith is not far from here. See what you can do, but be careful. We don't know what triggered the stasis, and it may happen again. What is it?
Jarl said you worked for the Moshai?
Not I, but many of the team that was sent to the monolith are her students. If we can't save her people, I don't think I could ever face her again.
Tell me more about the stasis that's taken out your team.
We don't know what started it, and it's the first time any of us have heard of something like this happening. The team sent out there studied monoliths before. At least half of them worked with Moshai Sefer. They were just doing their job when the stasis hit. Now it's like they're frozen in time. Nothing will wake them. Stimulants, loud noises. They show no reaction to sensation or pain.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Ryder.
No transports available. Emergency support for cat attacks. All of them. What?
Is everything all right? You seem distressed.
Would you like a reward for that astute observation? You're that alien visitor that came to Aya asking about our vault.
You've heard of me.
Who hasn't? When strange new species turn up, reports spread fast. After the Ket, you can't be too careful. Luge Anson, historian with the Repository of History, Aya. Listen, if there's nothing you need, could you go away? I'm busy trying to get transport off this cursed planet.
Why did you come here from Aya?
Kieran's team found some remnant relics while digging around the old ruins. I was sent to collect them for the repository. It shouldn't have taken more than a day. But things never go according to schedule, do they?
You don't seem to like Havarl very much.
Havarl's other regions suit me just fine. But here... oh no. I don't do well in this fierce wilderness. You think these shelters keep you safe? They don't. Woke up this morning and found a thorny vine wormed its way into my bunk. I'm stranded here because a branch pierced my shuttle's power core.
You mentioned remnant ruins. Are there lots of remnant here?
Yes. If you've been out in the jungle, you might have seen some of it. We think the ruins were part of a vast remnant complex. We've seen evidence of hallways that wound through the area, both above and below the ground. Generations ago, our people took shelter in what we found here. That's how Palev was established.
Were there no hostile remnant machines?
None, according to the histories. We found artifacts, of course. Bits of things that we could study. But they say it was like moving into an empty home.
I won't bother you further.
Very well. Watch out for plants while you're out there. Vicious things. What now?
I won't bother you further.
Leaving a barrel. Bridge is yours, Pathfinder. Hello?
Entering atmosphere. LZ in sight.
None of these readings show any change. How could there?
Don't stay here, visitor. It's not safe, and I can't be responsible for you. You should have warned me you were coming.
What are you doing here?
Making sure the fires don't get worse. I'm a surveyor and engineer from the station. I need to divert fuel from the pipes buried here. That'll cut off the flames eventually.
What caused these fires? Is there an emergency?
This dye used to be a much larger settlement. Wildlife overtook it, destroyed above and below. Plant roots ruptured an underground fuel pipeline. A stray spark lit these fires.
I'll get going. Be careful.
You too, Ishari. That went well. Stay safe, visitor.
I'll get going. Be...
Watch out for Roka and Garen fanatics that hate aliens. That means you.
Charming.
Make sure not to eat anything here.
Pathfinder, my sensors read an Andromeda plant sample nearby.
missing something. Guess we'll try again later.
Let's see you deal with this.
This must be the crash site Avela mentioned.
Ryder!
Roka!
What are they doing out here?
Those are Natalis uniforms, Pathfinder.
Turian Ark? Sam, another memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sandnode on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Reinforcements!
Shot to the gut. Painful. I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying.
Scott Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
So you're used to being above the law.
Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every pathfinder we can get.
Debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
You go left, I go right?
Something like that. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
Anything from the crash belongs to the initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanus, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
Pathfinder?
Are you and Mason close?
We know each other well, yes?
Did I say something wrong?
No, sorry. I'm just not used to discussing my personal life.
You must have some great stories from your Spectre days.
Not that I can tell. That's kind of the point of classified ops.
Surely you can bend the rules after 600 years.
Bending the rules? Yeah, that's what I thought being a Spectre was all about. Saren Arterius himself recommended me to the Council. Whatever their command, I carried it out, without question.
Saren? The rogue Spectre who led the Geth attack on the Citadel?
If you believe the rumors, the Saren I knew was ruthless, not crazy. But something made him snap. Everyone has a breaking point. I got out before I hit mine. Mason convinced me Andromeda was my chance to live outside the shadows. That's why I'm here.
How are the other survivors holding up?
They're in shock. Too busy surviving to grieve or take stock in what's happened. But when things eventually do calm down, it'll hit them. And it won't be pretty.
Do the Rokar attack often?
Only when they find us. Bad as they are, damn plants are the bigger danger. I keep telling the others not to eat anything raw, but when you're starving, logic's the first thing to go.
Take care, Avitus.
Likewise, Ryder. Pathfinder?
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. 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 Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Weird glowy mushrooms. My day's complete.
Let's be careful around the native flora, okay, everyone?
If you get any fungal slime on your skin, I suggest you wash it off immediately.
We're not alone.
Let's do this!
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby. An undocumented mineral has been detected, Pathfinder.
Thuldia lives near here. She's our best lead to finding Axul.
Think she'll talk to us?
It'll take some convincing, but I think so.
Enemies! Cast!
Protect Thuldia!
Enemy down!
Locked. I'll override it.
Don't come any closer. Don't touch me.
You need medical attention.
It's too late for that. I made sure of it.
Your wounds, they're self-inflicted?
The cat. I can't go back. I won't.
Hush now, sister. The Ket are dead. They can't take you. We won't let them.
You sound like him. So confident. So sure.
You mean Axul?
He saved me. Gave me a chance to live. And die on my own terms.
We need to find him, Thuldia. Ishare, brave one.
Even in the end, she was devoted to him.
And Axul's using that devotion to spread hate. The only other person who could reach him is the Moshai. I was hoping to keep her out of this. She's always had a blind spot when it comes to Axul. Come on, let's go.
Pathfinder, this is Rochelle Veer. You're approaching the remains of my home.
I've detected multiple life forms in the area. Their movements appear agitated.
I think we stirred up a nest.
Alright, now I'm pissed.
Pathfinder, the computer system appears to be damaged.
Let's see if we can recover anything from it.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
The risk was worth it. We just got unlucky.
Years of my life gone.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with the city's network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
Good scientists don't quit until they've exhausted all possibilities.
If you're willing to press on, so am I. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, I've detected energy readings consistent with an active network node.
Is it on the surface?
We'll find out.
Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloading and done. You did it.
I could provide analysis via the scanner, Pathfinder.
We did it. Go team!
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Found them. The researchers caught in the stasis field. Exactly where Kieran said they would be. Looks like it isn't filled in yet.
That should complete the glyphs, Pathfinder.
hitting off the monitors and... Scatting stars! What? Who are you? How did...
Pathfinder Ryder, with the Andromeda Initiative. I'm from another galaxy. Take a moment, find your bearings.
More aliens? Out of nowhere? And Jal?
Do none of you remember getting frozen?
Frozen? I don't understand. We were just working on the monolith and then you appeared.
You should return to Palev. Kieran will want to speak to you.
Maybe you're right. Oh, I feel a head splitter coming on.
We should make sure they return to the station. Who knows what lingering effects they might suffer from.
You don't feel any different?
I don't think so. Why? Do you?
My mind feels clouded, but I don't know if I'm just tired.
You weren't lying. Kieran told us everything. She even had pictures.
I apologize for the indifferent welcome you received from me earlier.
Don't worry about it. You had no reason to trust me. The last aliens you met were Ket.
Ryder, what you have done here, your remnant understanding and your Sam should convince Ephra you're an asset. We should speak to him as soon as we can. Perhaps on the Tempest?
Kieran, I've been thinking. If Ryder can use remnant, couldn't we fix the monoliths? Stop Haval's decline?
Havarl's decline?
This will take time to explain. We can discuss it further when you have time.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
If asking your sages doesn't work, we'll be back here. So what's the harm in it?
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the remnant river. And keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
I don't get it. The planet looks fine.
You can bleed under the skin and not see it. The wound's still there.
floaty remnant bots try to push us off the edge, I'll be mad.
Stay alert. We don't know what's down there.
We've scanned this area. These structures go deep below the ground.
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Get ready to fight!
Arc Natalis debris. Tagged for salvage.
Got them all.
Arcnatalis debris, tagged for salvage. Readings indicate all Turian wreckage on Haval has been found.
Good. Tell our salvage teams to get busy moving them. Got it.
Support will help.
Let's give this a try.
have heard of the sages of Mithraba, but never gave them much thought.
Why not?
Isn't a story worthless if it isn't shared? If the accounts of our past are kept hidden, they may as well not exist at all.
What do we have here?
Hostile!
in there.
Bypassed our security. How is that possible? An alien?
I'm Ryder, Pathfinder with the Andromeda Initiative, from the Milky Way galaxy.
That does not explain how or why you are able to operate the remnant doors. It doesn't matter. You must leave. We do not entertain guests here.
Havarl's in decline. If you tell me about the lost monolith, I can help fix it, reset the vault.
With Ryder's help, Havarl could be healed, our birthplace restored. Isn't that worth something?
It's lost. The memories of its location haven't been reclaimed. On Mithraba, we have accepted Havarl's eventual ruin.
That's a strange choice of words. What do you mean by reclaiming memories?
One may occasionally remember a past life, if the conditions are right.
What do you mean?
We believe in reincarnation, an unbroken thread.
There was one, long ago, who had knowledge of the third monolith. Zorai, a champion of the Angara from before the Scourge. Zorai's soul has returned and could be made to remember what it knew. But we have no contact with it.
So you're saying there's some way we can make people remember their past lives?
Souls retain within families. An object's heirloom tied closely to that bloodline could cause memories to resurface.
But it's not guaranteed.
It has been known to happen on rare occasions in the past with other souls. The only known heirloom of Zorai's family rests in an area with active remnant. No one has survived the journey. But perhaps you. Zorai's soul was reborn in Tavos, who is now a Roka. He recently returned to Havarl on a mission.
A Roka? That'll be difficult.
That's why you're here, Jal.
They won't like that I'm helping you.
This may be a dead end, but we have to try.
I will send you the relevant coordinates. We considered Havarl a lost cause. But perhaps now, there is hope.
Esmus lets you wander around with no supervision? You're interrupting our lesson.
Could use more interruptions.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get in your way.
And yet you're still here. As I was saying, the propulsion system that took Bashal to the skies was inspired by 4 remnant pieces. And that's just one. Much of our progress was prompted by the discovery of remnant artifacts.
What are these artifacts you're talking about?
The few that still exist reside in Aya's repository. However, many have been lost. Though there are rumors that as wilds grow wilder, things long buried may be unearthed.
It might be wise to study whatever we find. Something out there might give us an edge against the kit.
You believe the Angara learned crucial scientific ideas from the Remnant?
It is not just belief, it is a matter of record. Some artifacts were even left in unfinished states, likely to demonstrate how they were put together.
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
About time. Back again?
I think I'll leave you to your lesson.
Ah, good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the remnant?
With an artificial intelligence that helps with analysis and translation.
So that's the trick. I wouldn't have guessed. Angara, who live close to remnant technology, sometimes learn how to use specific tech. It requires intense concentration, and even if we can make it work, we've never understood how it works.
So some of you can use remnant tech, but you don't know how it works?
Not all remnant tech, no. Like I said, specific pieces. Take Mithrava, for example. Some of us can operate the security that protects the sanctuary. The knowledge was passed down through generations. In my case, it took a year to learn how to open a simple door. The difference between knowing you can eat a tree's fruit and understanding why that tree bears fruit.
I should be going.
Suit yourself. Ah, good. I wanted to talk with you. How are you able to use the remnant? It requires intense concentration and...
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Shouldn't have been speaking to it at all.
I just know.
memory trigger?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
As death nears, it's harder to face the possibility that I might never see Amara again.
Sorry to interrupt, but what's happened?
Ahmad is ill. He hasn't got much time left. Ahmad, perhaps this stranger can help. If they've been to Palev, maybe they've seen something.
I came from Palev, actually. The little research station?
Research station? It used to be a large settlement. A dar. Amara moved there when she left Mithrava.
Palev was overtaken by the jungle, remember? A few cycles ago. Everyone left.
Oh, yes. I remember now. But that means Amara's gone.
There might still be a way to track her down.
All Dara keep records, don't they? If there was an organized evacuation, they would have documented the process.
And the records would state where she went. Pala, that's genius.
Where would they keep those records?
Likely some kind of administrative building. If it still stands, and the machines still work, it's a slim hope. I don't want to impose, stranger, but I would welcome any news of my sister.
You have questions?
You mentioned an heirloom, an object you think will bring Zarai's memories back?
Souls return within families. Sometimes the memories of the past can be recalled by an object meaningful to that family. We do not understand why or how this happens, and it has only happened on rare occasions. In all cases, the heirloom was ancient. Old Ankara tech from before the Scourge.
Tell me more about Zorai.
The histories describe him as both scholar and soldier. He traveled the stars and gained knowledge from far-off places. There are even accounts of him having knowledge of the remnant builders and their machines.
And the third monolith?
Our legends say that Zorai sought out the monoliths after the Scourge came. He died, and it is unclear if he accomplished what he set out to do.
Why do you remain secluded here?
The chaos brought on by the Scourge splintered our people and all but destroyed our civilization. Fear took hold. False beliefs about our predicament were seeded and began to influence Ankaran thought, in order to maintain the integrity of what they knew to be true. 4 families left their community to come here. We've remained ever since.
Tell me more about your belief in reincarnation.
The soul grows through many lifetimes. By seeing through different eyes, it gains wisdom.
How do you grow if you don't remember?
The growth of the soul is not like the growth of the mind. Memories are not required for the soul to develop. Some even argue that old memories are an unwelcome distraction. A person may become fixated on what was, and their soul consequently stagnates.
I'll go. Thank you for speaking to me.
Of course.
Pathfinder, we are approaching the location provided by Esmus.
Stay sharp, everybody. There's supposed to be remnant crawling all over this place. Jarl, what's your take on all this reincarnation stuff?
You're asking if I believe?
Yes, sure.
Not the way Esmos does.
Got it. Looks like it might have been some kind of glove. Or gauntlet? Smashed, though. Inside's studded with contacts. Could have been used for some kind of input.
Now to Tavos. I'm curious to see what happens.
talk to aliens.
Reloading!
Reinforcements!
Don't let them flank you!
Here they come.
Armoring up!
Activating automated forward station deployment.
Above us!
Hostile shuttle incoming.
it. Good work.
This thing's wrecked. Vines and computers don't mix.
Pathfinder, we might be able to reconnect power.
Cables. Could use these to reroute power to that console. Old generator. Might still work. That should get that console up and running again. This is it. Amara Dozin. This must be her. They moved her across the planet.
Downloading information.
Let's get this to Amerd.
Axel, coming! Axel! Anyone! We're under attack!
He's in here, I can hear him. You guys ready?
You've killed men under my charge, and now you'll crown that achievement by killing me too. And you, I know your face. Why do you help these murderers?
Ryder is an ally. He's already helped the scientists at Dar Palev.
I know, and they should be ashamed, after all we've been through with the Ket. Tell me why you come here, so I know why I've died.
The sages on Mithrava think you could remember the location of the third monolith, because you used to know where it is, in a past life.
The sages sent you. Those secretive fiend-brains with their scutting... They don't even care that their people are being enslaved and killed by Ket. My friends died for this?
I'm very sorry. I'm just trying my best to find the third monolith and save Havarl. I have an artifact, or heirloom or something. I'm going to set it down, and I need you to take hold of it.
What? And?
I knew it. This was all bunk.
Wait. There are things like this in the museum on Aya. Ancient Angaran tech. This fits over a hand. Contacts on the inside for my electric control of... What did you do to me?
Are you alright?
I know things. The underground monolith. I remember. Pain. Desperation.
I need you to take me there, please. If you do this, we can save Havarl. Together.
You're an alien. I can't trust...
Then let me try to earn your trust. Please.
Deep beneath the surface, but not far. Meet me here. These coordinates will guide you the rest of the way. Just let me compose myself first. My head feels split in two.
Why do you and the rest of the Rokar hate aliens so much?
With everything the Ket have done, how can we not? If the Rokar discover I helped you, they will see me as a traitor.
I'm sorry for everything the Ket have done.
I don't need your apologies or your sympathy. Don't know how or why, but I need to help you find the monolith. Driven to work with you, and yet detesting you. My head's a mess. My head feels split in two.
Esmus said you have the soul of someone they call Zorai. Who's that?
The sages believe Zorai had rare knowledge of Remnant, and was alive when the Scourge came. When I was young, they came from Mithraba to speak with my mother. Tried to convince her that I possessed Zorai's spirit. They intended to take me with them. My mother ran them off. They never tried again. Now my mind is filled with images and impressions that aren't mine. Maybe the sages were right.
Maybe they were. I suppose it's possible, after all we've seen in Helios already.
Knowing why it happens won't help me sort through the feelings in my head.
I'll see you at the location you gave me.
All right.
Find anything about my sister?
Kala was right. They documented everything.
Your sister was moved across Havarl. This data drive should have the specifics.
Thank you. With all this information, I could see Amara again. But the thought of leaving frightens me. This is my home. If I leave, I abandon my duties. What if I never get to come home again?
Everyone gets scared. It passes. Amara's your sister.
And home is often a person, and not a place. I will swallow my fear. Thank you for this. For helping an old man. Thank you, Ryder.
Paula said you were ill?
Yes. An incurable condition that occurs frequently in Mithrava's population. We lose the ability to effectively absorb sunlight. The Angara rely on sunlight for bioenergy. Without it, we weaken. Eventually, my body will be unable to sustain brain function. I'll fall into a coma and die.
Tell me more about your sister, Amara.
We were born here, but she grew up and disagreed with Mithrava's principles. Argued against our seclusion. When she could not sway the others, she left, choosing to join Angara society. It's been over 30 years now. There were others in our litter, but it was different with Amara and I. We were Vasa Nari, a shared soul.
I have a twin. It's not exactly the same thing, but I think I know what you mean.
Family, but closer than most. Perhaps you understand a little.
I'll leave you now. Let's do this! This must be what it was like for those ancient Angara, finding strange things in the wilds.
It's possible we could discover something new from what you found. We should take it for further analysis.
It's here. I just have to. It helps if I steal my mind. I've been here before. Familiar. 1, 2, 3 indentations. Palm here. It worked. Wow.
It was so close, all this time, and no one knew.
The rest of the remnant in the area may have prevented scans from detecting it.
There were remnant machines here. Zorai was able to make them stop.
How did he learn to use remnant tech? It's not like there's a manual.
Zorai watched the Watchers. That's all I'm getting. Not sure what it means. The others slept, but I stayed awake. Unmoving, but seeing. Learning.
Sounds like the stasis field around the first monolith. Maybe Zorai was able to shake off the effects. Maybe that changed him.
Here. There's something here. I remember.
Organic matter, ancient, reads as Angara.
It's Zorai.
She died here, before she could get to the third monolith. This was me. I would like to spend some time here. But not now. The third monolith can't be far. Come on.
Builder machines exhaust me. Mind and body must be engaged wholly or the attempt fails. I can't stop. Without the monoliths, the vault fails. Without the vault, the planet dies. I'm close. Just one more.
The sages got it wrong. Zorai was a woman. That was a voice. My voice. May I have this, Pathfinder?
It's yours. It's always been yours. This way?
Yes. This is all feeling familiar. At least I think it is.
The lost monolith. Finally.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
It's done. You finished what Zorai could not so long ago.
I'm sorry, Tavos.
No, there's nothing to be sorry about. She didn't complete what she set out to do, but she didn't fail. The two monoliths she reactivated kept Haval going. Without them, the planet would have died. Go on to the vault, Pathfinder. I think I'll stay here a moment. I have a lot to think about.
away!
Changing positions. Safety in numbers.
Right away!
Okay, Remnant Vault. Let's get this place up and running. Well, we turn the power on.
You'll need to locate the console to activate the purification field, Pathfinder. Several interface connections converge here. I will highlight the ones you need.
Looks like there's a trick to this interface. Let's figure it out.
You can hack the turret, Pathfinder.
So much better when they're on our side. Gets us a step closer.
This console will activate the purification field. You may want to sweep the area.
Before this place tries to kill us, you mean? Blast my way in, can I?
accessible, Pathfinder.
Okay, get ready to run. Here it comes! Go, go! You're not happy with us. Don't quit! Man, never gets less terrifying. Let's get out of here.
Pathfinder Ryder, are you there? All our instruments just recorded a surge. What happened?
Vault's back up. We did it.
That's a jest. It can't be. That's not a jest. The vault going through a reset would explain all the readings. I can't wait to hear all about this. Come back to Palav. We've a lot to discuss.
Pathfinder, the organic life on Havarl has begun to stabilize. It appears the vault is performing biological repairs.
Imagine what we'll see here in a few years.
An alien, able to use Remnant. Never thought I'd see such a thing.
My aunt had a Remnant artifact she learned to open and close. But it took her many, many years to achieve it. She was never able to do it reliably. It took a great deal of concentration, and she couldn't explain how she was doing it.
Pathfinder Ryder, you have done something remarkable here today.
Succeeded where Zorai failed.
Esmus, what are you doing down here?
Renewing old bonds. Talking to you was enlightening. I saw an alien working for us when we had given up. We have isolated ourselves for too long. Perhaps there is a balance we can find. We all need to find balance, I think.
Tavos, I wasn't expecting to see you, but I'm pleasantly surprised.
I've learned a lot in a short time. The Rokar wants simple solutions, but nothing is ever simple or certain, is it? I wish those that were killed could have realized this. But after everything I've seen, I have to hope that they aren't lost forever.
This curious memory transfer.
Reincarnation.
Whatever it might be, I aim to devote resources to studying it. Maybe one day we'll find the truth buried deep within our superstitions.
What do your projections say? Is Havarl going to be safe?
We've already seen improvements. They're small, but statistically significant. In time, the planet will heal. There is some space here at Dar Pelev, and we'll need extra hands to monitor Havarl's situation. Will you extend an invitation to your people? We'd welcome anyone who can help.
I'll pass it along.
Then I'll leave you. I have some numbers to analyze. Can you believe it? For the first time in years, they excite me.